So if you want to know what's going on in the Calgary real estate market in June of 2021, I've got an update coming and there's some exciting numbers in this update. Stand by. So sales continue to rocket up over last year, but you have to keep in mind last year we were in the middle of COVID and things were still pretty tight. Things did pick up at the end of last year, but not till probably the fall, at least probably not till the last quarter. So here's what happened in June of this year versus June of last year. The total residential real estate price went up to $458,300, which is an increase of over 11% over last year. So the price went up 11%. That's good news for any sellers. Most of that was driven by detached homes, which went up just over 13% to an average price of almost $540,000. Townhouses finally started to go up. They almost went up 10%. So their average price is now almost $300,000. It's at $299,300. Apartments are even up from last year. They're up over 5%. And their average price is now $253,000. Good news for apartments. It's been a long time since we saw some good increases there. New listings rose dramatically in June from last year, and even dramatically over the last few years. And the last few years average, listings were up almost 25% from last year, which is great news, especially since sales were up. Get this, unit sales were up over 65% from last year. So that's not price, that's unit sales. So as a result, the inventory did rise by 7.4%. Which is good if you're a buyer. You haven't found anything yet. You're going to see some more inventory, some more choices for you. Month supply is down dramatically from last year, of course. It's down 35%. But the good news is it's up from last month. So whereas last month we were under a 2-month supply, now we're at about a 2.5 or 2.4 month supply of inventory. So it's still low. It's still a seller's market, but inventory is creeping up, and that's the good news. I also did some work on apartment condos to see what the result was of COVID, because I've had this theory for a while, but it was primarily a gut reaction to what I was seeing in the market. So I thought I'd verify it with some numbers this time. And what it provides actually is a bit of an opportunity. If you're a first-time buyer and you're thinking about buying a condo, it's actually a good time to buy a one-bedroom condo in the city. So what happened in one-bedroom condos is the price fell from $235,855 in 2018 to $228 in 2019, and then COVID hit and it fell to $215,000 in 2020. Hope you're following along here. This year, because we've seen a 95% increase in sales, you'd expect that price to come up, and it hasn't yet. I think it's going to. Generally speaking, a rising tide lifts all ships. But we've seen a further $2,000 drop in the average price. So COVID caused a $12,000 drop in price, and so far this year, it's only dropped another $2,000. So I think it's poised to see a good rebound in the one-bedroom condo market. Comparing it to the two-bedroom condo market, here's what happened. Where the one-bedroom condo market dropped $12,000 in price, the two-bedroom only dropped $10,000. And since then, it's come up over $1,000. So the two-bedroom condo market didn't fall nearly as much as the one-bedroom condo market did as a result of COVID. And it's starting to bounce back already, where the one-bedroom condo market really fell drastically during COVID, and it's continued to fall. So I think, if you're going to be buying a one-bedroom condo in Calgary, I would probably jump out in the next little bit and get that done before this rising tide does lift that ship as well. So there's a bit of an opportunity for you. If you want to know what's going on in your neighborhood or your particular market, whether that's bungalows or 2-stories or a certain area of the city, give me a call. I'm happy to give you tons of information. I loved having informed clients and informed friends as to what's going on in real estate. So give me a call anytime. My number is at the end of this video. Thanks so much.